Hey, you guys, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. As you're coming on into this live, say hi, hello, hey, all that awesome stuff. Those of you that are actually catching us on the replay, say hi, hello, hey, all that awesome stuff. Type in the word replay so that I know my replay viewers, and make sure that you follow along with this conversation. And so those of you that may be new to my space, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for established Christian female coaches and service providers for coaches who desire to accelerate their income and their impact without compromising their Christian values. And so we do that by showing them how to shift into creating five-figure weeks and days in their businesses. Hey, Angel, how are you? And so you guys, once again, we are doing this five-part series every day this week. So Monday through Friday this week, just talking about what you can do to close your next six figures in 90 days or less in your business. And so, of course, if you missed the day before, so for instance, at the time of this recording, it's Tuesday, so we're at part two. So if you missed yesterday's training or recording, you definitely want to make sure that you go back and catch that, because each day there's going to be an assignment. So I always say, if you work with me in any capacity, you know that I'm going to put you to work, because I truly believe that for my clients, first of all, faith without works is dead. But with my clients, the reason why they generate the revenue at the level that they do and as quickly as they do is because of the action that they take. And so being able to supply you with these next steps, these assignments, whatever, however you want to call it, those are things that will and allow for you to be able to take the action that you need to get the results that you desire. Hey, Megan, how are you? And so, you guys, yesterday we talked about your offer. Hey, Linda, we talked about your offer and some key components to your offer, especially if you're looking to close, once again, your next six figures in 90 days. Because I always tell people, if you could do six figures in 90 days, then you could shift that into a month, you could shift that into a week, you could shift that into a day, depending upon how your offers are priced and structured and all of that good stuff. And so, I know a lot of people have a goal of six figures in a year, but once again, being able to collapse that into the next 90 days is very doable. And especially as we end the year, imagine closing out the end of 2023, bringing in an additional six figures in your business. And so once again, that's what this conversation is all about. So if you missed yesterday's live, definitely make sure that you go back and check that live out, because once again, they actually build on each other. So yesterday's live, the assignment was, work on your program's promise. What's your program's promise? What is that thing that that overall transformation that people are investing in to work with you? Because if you're able to clearly and succinctly talk about what that is, hey, Dr. J, if you're able to clearly and succinctly talk about what your program promise is, I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. So one of my new clients that signed up yesterday to be a part of this round of the Revenue Accelerator, which if you're just catching my page, this round of the Revenue Accelerator, which is my September accelerator, this is the last round of 2023. So if you don't get into this round, you won't be able to join another Revenue Accelerator until January of 2024. And so, once again, there is so much that you can accomplish in your business these last few months of the year. And so if you're interested in my Revenue Accelerator, you have to have sold a four-figure offer. You have to have an audience. And I've now gotten my Revenue Accelerator to the point, this is year 3 of this Revenue Accelerator. And so it's taken these years to be able to fine tune it and all of those things. And so now most of my Revenue Accelerators close between $5,000 and $10,000 a week. They are making, their next sale at the higher price point within 7 days of signing up. And then they're making their investment back within 2 weeks of signing up for the program. And so if you're interested in that, definitely check out that link that's above this video. Or if you have more questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. So once again, this is the last cohort of 2023. So we kick off on Thursday, September the 14th. So in a couple of weeks. So if you're interested in it, I would not wait. Definitely reach out to me and ask me questions, or once again, go ahead and apply. But it's a different type of environment. So and it's so funny because right before this live, one of my clients reached out to me. Her revenue goal was she wants to do $10,000 a month. And her goal was she wanted to have a certain number of people to sign up for her program, which would have cost her to generate $20,000 in her business. So that was like one of her immediate goals. And then she wants to consistently do $10,000 months. You guys, that's easy. That is so easy to do. And I know some of you guys are listening to this like, Bev, really? Well, if it's so easy, how come I haven't done it? But once again, one of the biggest things, even with the Revenue Accelerator, we come in and we fine tune. Once again, we get super crystal clear on what's your program's promise. We get super crystal clear on the structure of your offer and naming the different components of your offer, because the psychology behind naming even the name of your offer is huge. And like I said, how you structure that. And today we're going to talk about who these offers are for and getting super crystal clear on what I call your next level client. We're going to talk about your next level client profile, these people that will actually invest to work with you, and they're in your current audience. And that's one of the biggest things with my client. So she just messaged me before the live and she was like, I just closed another sale. So here she is now at $10,000 in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, $10,000 plus in 2 weeks. And so once again, it does not have to be hard, but when you have a strategy and you're consistent with that strategy, it makes a huge difference in your business. And that's what I want to do for the remainder of 2023, is to bring this group of women through my accelerator and show them literally what it is that we're doing and how to do that to have that consistency in your revenue. So if you have a revenue goal between $30,000 and $120,000 to close out the rest of 2023, I would love to have a conversation with you about my Revenue Accelerator. Okay. And also don't forget, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, I'm going to do a case study with one of my clients, and literally how her business has shifted in 7 days, in a week. And so you're gonna hear from her own mouth. She's gonna tell her own story of the experience of working together and the things that we worked on, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in knowing what it's like to work with me, catch me tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at the time of this recording, August the 29th, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna have a conversation with her. Okay. And so you guys, so yesterday we talked about your offer. So you have your offer. Now today we're going to look at, well, who are these offers for? Because for a lot of you guys, when you accept that who you serve and how you serve, and especially the level of client that you desire to serve, especially your next level client, there's going to be some things you're going to have to shift about how you're looking at the people that you serve. First and foremost, the people that you're looking to serve, especially if you're looking to serve high ticket clients, like if you're looking to close $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 plus clients, first of all, they're in your current audience. This is one of the biggest things that I have to get my clients to believe, is that those people are actually in their audience. And so once again, my client tonight, she's going to talk about that, because for her, she was so surprised that the people that she's signing, she's not running ads, she's not bringing in new people, she's not doing podcasts and all that stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with doing those things, but for her, that's not what she's doing right now. And the beautiful thing with my client is the fact that she hasn't even implemented the lead generation strategy, the main lead generation strategy that we came up with together. So she's been able to do this with the strategies that I've given her, but she has another lead generation strategy that she has not even implemented yet. That type of thing. So I'm just telling you, this stuff works if you know how to work it. And so once again, with that next level client, so we're going to talk about what I call my next level client profile. And so literally when I'm working with my clients, when they have their personalized revenue blueprint, now this version that I have, we start off with looking at my 6-figure offer framework. So we talked about some of those components yesterday. So if you missed it, once again, check out yesterday's live. And then another component of this is also the next level client profile. So that framework and profile, they're embedded together, because once again, with your next level client profile, these are the people that are very similar to you in the sense of they're looking to move into their next. You know, they've been trying a thing, they've been doing a thing, they've been taking action in their life, their business, their career, however it is that you support them, but it's not yielding the results. And so when you're looking to work with that next level client, there are certain characteristics that you want to ensure that, one, you speak to, and that your program addresses. So when I say speak to, through your content, through your messaging, that type of thing. And for a lot of you guys, when it comes to this, the people that you're currently working with versus the people that you actually want to work with. For some of you guys, the people that you're currently working with, you've outgrown those people. And once again, I always tell my clients, as you grow and evolve as a client, especially those of you that are looking to move into your next level, the people that you're currently serving, or even the people that you're currently addressing with your content, those are not even the people that you desire to work with. Those aren't even the ones you want to work with. And so as you get super crystal clear on who it is that you want to work with, and that's what we're going to talk about today with your next level client, you want to be super crystal clear on who it is that you desire to work with. So this means you need to get real. And because I work with believers, some of you guys need to sit with the Holy Spirit. You need to sit with yourself and have this real and honest conversation with yourself of who is it that I actually want to work with, and being okay with the fact of knowing that who you may be currently working with or who you worked with in the past, that's not who you, that's no longer who you desire to serve. And once again, being okay with that. For some people, it is a mindset shift that you're going to have to embrace, and it is okay. It is okay. So once again, hey, Donna, how are you? And so, what you want to do, like I said, I want you guys to catch my client case study tonight because she's going to talk about these things. This was actually the process that she went through. And for herself, once again, her being okay with the fact of who she may have served is no longer who she wants to serve anymore. And the fact that who she was speaking to in her content before is no longer the people that she desires to serve now. And that's okay, you guys. For a lot of us, and once again, especially us as believers, because we have this heart and this passion and this desire to help everyone. And you guys, this part right here, when it comes to your business was not designed to support and help everyone. You guys have heard me say this time and time again. For a lot of you guys, when you release the old, and we hear about that all the time, even in scripture, we have become a new man, a new person. And some of you guys are holding on to some things, in this case, in your business, holding on to some people that you're no longer called to serve. And so as I'm on social media and I'm looking at people's content and comments sometimes, and people will get upset. So for instance, my big thing right now has been TikTok shop. And so I'm loving checking out people's TikTok shops. And so as I'm reading some of the comments, though, and how people respond, and I'm going to talk to this, this is going to go to this exactly what I'm talking about. So there are people, with their TikTok shops. And so as I'm reading some people's comments, because I'm always so proud of these people, of setting up these shops and selling their stuff and all of this stuff like that. But there's always people in the comments that are like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to pay $20 for that. Wait a minute, what you mean? And I saw someone, I think it was this morning. Oh my, wait a minute, $35 for a t-shirt. You over there trying to sell God, because the t-shirt had like God and it had some scriptures and stuff like that on a t-shirt and on a sweatshirt. And so somebody was in the comments and they were like, oh my gosh, you trying to make money off God. So y'all know that caught my attention right there. Oh my gosh, you trying to make money off God. Or once again, even with other people, what? I'm not going to pay $10 for that. Hey, I can go over there and I can order this from Temu, or I can go on Shein and order this. Or hey, I can go over there to Amazon and order this. Right? So going back to this comment right here, you guys, you have to be okay with the fact that what you do, everyone's not going to agree with it. Your price point, they're not going to agree with it. So if people are over there complaining about investing $10 in something, you best believe that when you put your products and your services out there and it's 2,500, it's 5,000, it's 15,000, you're still going to have people that are going to make comments or have a mindset when it comes to investing at that level. If people have a mindset about investing $5 for stickers or whatever it is, imagine you see what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important for you to be super crystal clear on who it is that you want to work with, so that when you come across people that make comments like that or don't respond to your post or your messages or whatever, it does not faze you. So when I see people over there on TikTok and they're making the comments, and then of course you can respond back to people's comments, and some of the business owners, I'm like, I just say a prayer for them. I'm like, God, they have to know and understand. They have to learn that those people that make comments like that, that's not their ideal client. That's not even who they're trying to sell their services to anyway. But some of them get upset, and I'm like, no, we're not going to get upset about that. Y'all should see me praying for the people over there. But I'm like, we're not going to get upset about that, because you have to understand and realize that once again, your services are not for everyone. So whether or not, I call them next level clients, whether or not you call it next level clients, or whether or not you call it your dream client, your VIP client, your 5-star client, that stuff doesn't matter to me. I don't care what you call it. My thing is, are you super crystal clear on who those people are? Some of you guys are afraid to literally write out who you would love to work with, because for some of you guys, that person appears to be at a different level, a higher level than you. But with the anointing that's on your life and the God that you serve, what you mean somebody higher than you? I don't understand. At a different level. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not if we're a king's kid. No, who's higher than that? The God that we serve, no, we're not walking in that. No, we're not walking in that trap. When you get super crystal clear on who your services are for, it's going to impact your messaging. It's going to impact the positioning. It's going to impact your lead gen and how you close these people. So you want to be super crystal clear. This is the type of person that I would love to work with. That type of thing. And like I said, write it down, write it out. Those characteristics, because what I will continue to tell people, because I believe this in my heart of hearts, your people, especially at this next level, they are taking action. So I don't know if Sister Donna's still on here. I don't know if she is or not. But when I think about Sister Donna, I know she works with people in a couple of ways. So one of the things I know she does is Mary Kay. And then I also know that she supports people when it comes to like their confidence and stuff like that, which to me makes sense when it comes to health and beauty and stuff like that. And so even with what Sister Donna does, that thing is, it's gonna be people like, oh my gosh, what you mean? It's gonna be $25 for that concealer. I can go over there to Walgreens and get it for $5. Well, then go over there to Walgreens and get it for $5. Why are you even like that? I'm sorry, that's your thought process. You don't say it, but that's your thought process. And you just, like I said, you wish them well, and you say, well, hey, you can certainly go over there and get it for $5 if you choose to. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. But you know who it is that you've been called to, and the people that desire that quality. The people that desire that level of accountability. So think about what it is that you offer. So going back to the offer that we talked about yesterday, think about the level of access that they may get to you, or the level of transformation. Some of your people, they've been dealing with this thing for the past 5 years, 10 years, 30 years. And now as little as 9 weeks or 8 weeks or a year, however it is, however long you work with them, they're going to be able to achieve X. So when you're super crystal clear on that transformation, remember what I said yesterday. If you're super crystal clear on your transformation, and if you know you get the people in, they go through this process, they're going to be able to achieve X, Y, Z, whatever that is. You need to stand very confident in that offer. But that also means that you're very confident on who that offer is for. So like I said, literally write down those characteristics. And when I talk about those characteristics, a lot of people, they'll focus on the demographic stuff. So they'll talk about their age, they'll talk about, their marital status, how many degrees they have, how much money they're making, all of those things like that. And my clients will tell you, very rarely do I ever, when I'm talking to my clients, talk about demographic stuff. I move over to what I call the psychographic stuff. These are the behaviors that these people are exhibiting. Because once again, if you're saying that your next level client is, and I say this all the time, they're downloading all of these freebies. They're over there on YouTube trying to figure this thing out on their own. Is that really the person that you desire to work with? Or are you looking for that person that doesn't have an issue with investing, that they understand the importance of investing? So I'm not convincing them or trying to convince them of why they need a coach. Like, I'm not ever going to put out a post out there of why you need me as a coach. No, I'm not. Because once again, my next level client, they understand and they're okay with investing in themselves. I love Sister Donna. Here she is. She said, girl, I tell them go right ahead, but I come with my product as your person. And that's the thing. And so you guys, this is the beautiful thing. So let's go back and talk with Sister Donna because of her comment, but her response to my comment. But once again, look at what she said. So she understands. So when it comes to beauty and makeup and skincare, all of those things, you guys, your skin, first of all, it's one of the biggest organs. Y'all make sure, I taught math, I didn't teach science, but one of the biggest organs. And my thing is, you want to make sure that you're taking care of your face, your skin, not even just your face, your skin, period. And so once again, investing with her and her services and her products, you get a personal beauty consultant, someone that has been trained and skilled in what it is that they do, to be able to support you when it comes to your health routine and your beauty routine, your skin routine. It's more than just that outside thing, because Sister Donna will tell you, when you feel confident in how you're walking out there and you're presenting yourself and all of those things, it's a whole different level. Like, it elevates your level of confidence and clarity and how you show up in the world, period. So it's more than just a lotion that I'm putting on or makeup that I'm putting on or whatever it is. Once again, getting to that deeper level of what it is and why it is that your clients desire the things that they desire. Once again, going back to the action is more than just that demographic stuff. It's that behavior. Hey, Rakita, it's that behavior type of thing and why they're doing what they're doing. Why is it that they want to be better when it comes to their skin and their, because like I said, when it comes to their skin, peel back the layers to that. So why is it that they're putting on the makeup? Well, at first, okay, well, hey, I want to make sure that I even out my skin tone. Okay, well, that's legit, but then pulling back the layers. So why is it that you feel like you have to cover up your the uneven skin or the blotchiness or whatever? Well, hey, when I was younger, that's when it starts to come. Because yes, we can talk about the health benefits of the makeup and the covering and all that stuff like that, and the SPF and all of that stuff. You can talk about that technical side to it, the features of your product. But I'm telling you, when you get to and you start peeling back those layers, that's when you'll have people that are connecting to your content. But that means you have to do a deeper dive into your next level client and what causes them to do what they're doing or not doing, to say what they're saying or not saying, those types of things. So like I said, that's that psychographic stuff. That's the deeper level to what it is that they're doing. So when you know and understand your next level client at that level, I'm telling you, they're going to respond to your call to action. They're going to reach out to you. You'll have way more people reaching out to you about your services. And so, once again, because your content connects with them, because you understand them at a deeper level, like you're peeling back their why. So, when they give you a reason for X or saying that they're looking for XYZ or whatever it is, when you're able to then, so, hey, so why is it that you desire that? Then, like I said, you peel back that next layer. Okay, so why is it so important that you and your spouse have better communication? And then once again, you peel back that layer, and they're like, well, hey, because I don't want my child to grow up in a one parent home. I want my child to have a two parent home. And then once again, so why is that so important for them to have and to see a two parent household? And then once again, peel back the layer. Well, because before me, I grew up in a single parent home, and I really saw my dad. We'll just say dad because usually say mom. I saw my dad really struggle, and I didn't get to see an example of what a healthy relationship looked like. Oh, so why is it so? You see what I'm doing? So once again, each time peeling back the layers. And so the rest of this week, we'll talk about your content and your messaging and all of those things. But once again, when you get to that deeper level of the whys behind what it is that your next level clients desire, it makes such a huge difference. Even when you think about things like, we'll say dental work, something like that. Why is it that you want straighter teeth? You see what I'm saying? And once again, peeling back the layers, because when I was younger, people picked on me or teased me about. So you guys, it's always a deeper thing. And so once again, a lot of the times it's not the physical, hey, because I want straighter teeth, but once again, it's the confidence. It's that, them being able to, have this, they're standing up a little bit straighter, like that type of thing. And so, for them, that their level of confidence increases as well. And so, once again, this is one of the activities that we literally do in my revenue accelerator now. Once again, peeling back the deeper levels and get into the deeper layers of why. And once again, this is why you're seeing these results. Like I said, my clients, $10,000 in 2 weeks, $30,000 in a week, $100,000 in 90 days. This is why they're able to sell at this level, because they're peeling back the layers. They're getting deeper into it. So it's more than just that demographic stuff. So like I said, that's why my revenue accelerators are closing $5,000 to $10,000 a week. That's why they're making their investment back within 2. That's why they're closing at their higher price point within a week, because it's stuff like this. So once again, getting to the deeper level, once again, what I call their next level client profile. Once again, this type of thing right here. And once again, a lot of coaches aren't teaching it at this level. But when you get to this level with your client, it makes a huge difference. So this level, what we're talking about when it comes to your clientele. Yesterday, when we were talking about the 6-figure offer framework. So if you missed yesterday, make sure you go back and check that out, because it was an assignment that went along with that. And so now we're talking about, okay, we know what the offer is. Now, who is that offer for? Think about that person. Now, for some of you guys, you may want to go back, and now that you're doing a deeper dive of your next level client, and what it is that they desire and why they desire that thing. And because you have to know and understand that your offer is going to be the bridge that takes them from where they currently are to where they desire to be. Your offer takes them from where they currently are to where they desire to be. And so now when I work with my clients and my accelerators and we're looking at their offer, there are things that we throw out. I'm like, this is fluff. You don't need this. Not based on what it is that you say that your next level client desires. And so once again, when you have that level of understanding with your next level client, go back and look at your offer. Is there fluff in there? Are there things in there that you don't actually need? Every piece and every component of your offer, literally, I show my clients how to tie that back to their next level clients and the things that they're desiring. Once again, the result, most of my most of my revenue accelerators are closing $5,000 to $10,000 a week. Once again, they're making their first sale at their higher price point within a week. And once again, they're making their investment back within 2 weeks. That's why I'm so confident, even with the guarantee of my revenue accelerator. Hey, Dr. Peggy, that's why I'm so confident in this guarantee that I have for my revenue accelerator. So with my revenue accelerator, the investment is $6,500 if you pay in full. Those of you, if you go through my revenue accelerator, those 90 days, if you don't make your at least $30,000 in those 90 days, I give you your money back. So you've gone through the entire program, got all the tips, the strategies, the resources, all of those things. You walk away. And once again, if you don't hit the $30,000, which like I said, they're doing that in 2 and 3 weeks. But if you don't, for whatever reason, then you get all of your money back. Because once again, that just meant I could not help you. But my thing is, any person that I accept into that revenue accelerator, it's because I can stand 10 toes down in the fact that I have a proven system now that works. It is proven. And so once again, if you come in and you follow the process, you're going to generate between $30,000 and $120,000 in 90 days. And I'm walking you guys, these lives that I'm doing this week, I'm walking you guys through this process that I walk through. Now, of course, it's more in detail because it's a 90-day program for my revenue accelerator. I'm just doing this for 5 days. But once again, I'm showing you in the revenue accelerator, we're going into that depth and detail. And like I said, that's why most of them are now generating between $5,000 and $10,000 a week in their business. And so, like I said, we're taking that deep dive, looking at their offer. We're looking at their next level client profile. So for those of you that were part of the live yesterday, now go back and look at your offer because I'm going to give you an assignment for today. When you're doing this deep dive of your next level client, go back and look at your offer. Does this answer the things that they're desiring? Does this fit the characteristics of my next level client as well? So, that type of thing. So I mentioned that guarantee with my revenue accelerator. So if you if you pay in full, once again, $6,500 if you pay in full. If you don't make at least or generate at least $30,000 in that 90 days, I give you your money back. Or there's a payment plan option. With the payment plan option, you put $500 down. It's a $500 deposit. And once again, with the revenue, with paying full or with the deposit, once you make that, then your next step is to do the 2-hour revenue blueprint session with me, where we literally go over everything that I'm talking about. We look at your offer, we look at the structure, we look at the pricing, we look at your messaging, we look at your lead generation strategy, we look at your sales process. We literally do that in a 2-hour period. So remember, this is a part of why when you see my testimonials and I'm like, they made their investment back in 2 weeks or they close a new client in a week, it's because literally in that first session, we cover everything. We map out everything for them. And so if you do the payment plan, it's a $500 deposit. So we do your we do your personalized revenue blueprint session. And then once again, the accelerator starts on Thursday, September the 14th. So what you will do once you have your blueprint session, then starting on September the 14th, you'll do those first 3 sessions with us in the revenue accelerator. The way it's set up, we have implementation labs every single week. And then if for some odd, strange reason you don't make a sale by Thursday, September the 28th, then I cancel your contract. You don't have any further payments to make. You would have made that $500 investment. You would have gotten the your own personalized revenue blueprint. You would have gotten the first 3 sessions with our revenue accelerators. But if for whatever reason you don't make a sale by Thursday, September the 28th, I cancel your contract. The payment, you don't have to make any other payments after that. It's just that $500 investment. That's how super crystal clear and confident I am with this offer. Remember what I said, if you have a proven strategy or a proven process, then once again, you can stand so confident in what it is that you offer. And so once again, you don't have to make any other payments after that $500 payment. Now, of course, if you do make your sale, then the rest of the payment plan is $2,334, which is due on September the 29th, October the 31st, and November the 30th. Those payments are $2,334. But like I said, I just had my client that messaged me. She's already closed $10,000 in the past 2 weeks. So once again, what I teach works if you work it. And so once again, and that's why I'm going to have one of my clients come on tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can hear from her. I already had one of my clients. I don't know if Dr. Peggy is still on here, but I did a case study a couple of weeks ago with Dr. Peggy. So I'm going to have another client on. So I'm going to do my case studies a lot more often, so that you guys can hear from my clients' mouths what it's like to work with me. So once again, if you are interested in my Revenue Accelerator, if you are an established coach or a service provider for coaches, you sold a 4-figure offer, and you have an audience. If you don't have any issues with being in the room talking about money, if you don't have any issues with being in the room with people who are closing $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 plus in sales, if you don't have any issues with that and having those conversations, then I do invite you to reach out to me so that we can have a conversation. The next round of my Revenue Accelerator starts on Thursday, September the 14th. This is the last cohort for 2023. I will not do another Revenue Accelerator until January of 2024. So if you are interested and you're literally looking to close an additional $30,000 to $120,000 before the end of 2023. You can either click on the link to apply, or you can reach out to me in Messenger on whichever platform you're tuning in from to ask me more questions. So that type of thing. So you guys, this is going to be your next assignment. So we just talked about some elements and some pieces when it comes to your next level clients, and some things, like I said, get into the core of why your client is looking to, get that new job, or, they're looking to get married or write their book or speak on stages, however it is that you support your clients. Get to the heart of that why and watch how it changes your messaging. Watch how the number of people that reach out to you to ask you about your services and how they can work with you. So if you want more clients, now, like I said, these questions that I asked, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to my next level client profile. If you want to do that deeper dive, if you want to be able to, like I said, have even more clients, especially those clients that are looking to invest $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 plus to work with you, once again, I'm going to encourage you to join us in this last round of my Revenue Accelerator. I'm going to encourage you to do so. So once again, you have this 90-day period of us working together, that type of thing. And so this is going to be your assignment for today. So yesterday, your assignment was to write out what your program promise is. The assignment for today is to write down the characteristics of your next level client. So what are those things when you think about, and once again, especially those of you that have had clientele, think about the characteristics of those people that had the most success, like those people that were just a dream to work with. Like it was just awesome to work with them. When you saw that they were on your calendar, you were like, yes, I can't wait to work with them. I can't wait to hear their update. I can't, like that type of thing. Literally write out the characteristics of that next level client, like that dream client, that VIP client, that 5-star client, whichever verbiage you use. I don't care what verbiage you use, but write it down. Write it down. So once again, when you see those characteristics, when you have a conversation with someone and they don't meet the criteria, it's so much easier for you to say, well, this isn't even a good fit for them anyway. So that's fine. And it's easier for you to move on to the next. And it's also easier for you to identify those people. And so, like I said, imagine having a group coaching program and, you're able to charge $5,000 for them to be in that group coaching program or that group program or that mastermind, that type of environment. And it's amazing people that you get to work with each and every week or every other week, or however it is that you support them. Imagine what that would be like. And so once again, write down those characteristics of those clients so it allows for you to be able to easily identify. So even when you're in those situations, and like I said, when you're looking around like, okay, God, where are the people? Once again, you have a clear goal, a clear target of who those people are. Some of you guys, you don't even have that clear target. Have that clear target. Like I said, go back to those clients that you've had and they've been absolutely amazing, and watch what happens. I am such a firm believer in the fact you and Shadia said, I never thought of it to take inventory of their characteristics. And so you guys, I'm telling you, because it allows there's the psychology. Well, let me tell you the psychology behind what it is and why you want to do that. I'm gonna let y'all in, okay? This is the psychology behind this right here, because it's this thing called your reticular activation system. So RAC. So, and you guys, and understanding how your mind works and understanding psychology and all of that stuff. So you guys think about the fact that, say for instance, you're in the market for a new car, right? And say, for instance, for this car, you're looking for a blue four-door, Acura SUV, right? And so in your mind, you have this vision of what your next car is. What happens? All of a sudden, you start seeing four-door blue Acura SUVs. And you're looking around like all of a sudden now you see them all around you. It's not like they just miraculously started making these things when you started. It's not that. It's the fact that now you had a target of what you were looking for. And now all of a sudden, you start to recognize what that is. You actually start to see it was already there in your space to begin with. But now that you're targeted and you have this goal, now you literally, it's like they were already there, but now your mind recognizes it, sees it, and pays closer attention to it. Now, those cars were already there. It's the same thing. So that's the point of this right here. When I tell you to literally write out those characteristics of your next level dream client. So when you have those characteristics and you know it and you understand it, like I said, you bring in more of those people. You'll start to see more of those people in your current space. That's why I keep saying you don't have to create a new audience. The people are already there. But you have to know who it is that you want to work with and be super crystal clear on that and be laser focused on those people. So when other people come into your space, it's easier for you to dismiss them and you're not tied to those people. That type of thing, you guys, I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I'm talking about. This stuff, the reticular activation system, go look it up. Your reticular activation system. Look that up and watch. I'm not making this stuff up. You guys, I'm telling you, I've been in this game too long, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. So once again, that's the secret behind it all and why I'm telling you to do that. And even when it came to your offer, like I said, you being super crystal clear on your offer. That's why these are the first two things when it comes to my clientele. Once again, this goes back to why my clients are generating revenue at the level that they're doing it. Because once again, yes, we are tying business strategy to it. Yes, but there's psychology behind it. There's mindset behind it. We know the Lord and I say that Jesus Christ is behind it. So that's why I'm able to back it up with scripture as well. All of those things, you guys, because we know that God's word will not return back to them void. All of those absolutely amazing things. So you guys, like I said, I'm trying to keep these videos at 30 minutes because I'll be live every day this week. So yesterday we talked about your offer or your product or your service. Today we're talking about your next level client. So who that offer is for. So once you write out these characteristics of your next level client, go back and look at your offer. Does your offer aligned with what it is that they're looking for and desiring and all of those things, that type of thing. And so you guys, once again, if you were interested in my revenue accelerator, I've been mentioning it throughout this conversation. Once again, the last cohort starts on Thursday, September the 14th. This is the last cohort of 2023. Once again, at this point, most of my revenue accelerators are generating between $5,000 and $10,000 a week. They're making their next sale at the higher price point within 1 week, and they are making their investment back within 2 weeks. And so, like I said, literally right before I hopped on this live, one of my clients reached out to me to let me know that she's already closed $10,000 plus in 2 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Let's do it. Once again, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I now have this proven system. And like I said, this is the last cohort of 2023. If not, you're going to have to wait until January. And I mean, maybe you can wait. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys can wait. I don't know. But I know with the people that I'm serving, especially this client, when she came to me, she was literally ready to shut her business down. She was ready to shut her business down. And once again, I'm telling you. And so once again, make sure you join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I do this case study with one of my clients. I want you to just hear from them. I want you to hear from them what the experience is like. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is all that I have. Once again, if you are interested in my revenue accelerator, you're an established coach or a service provider, you have sold a 4-figure offer, you have an audience, which you do because you're joining me from a platform, so you have an audience. And so once again, if you're interested, definitely reach out to me. Once again, there is a guarantee that is attached to this program. So if you make the investment of $6,500, if you pay in full and you don't generate at least $30,000 at the end of those 90 days, I give you your money back. Or if you do the payment plan option, which once again is $500 deposit, we do our revenue, your personalized revenue blueprint session with me. The same thing if you pay in full, you get that once you make your investment. Then that's the first call that you get with me. That's the one-on-one call. And then if you do that deposit, $500 deposit, we get that session together where we literally map out your offer, your pricing, your messaging. For a lot of you guys, get your messaging on point. Your messaging, your lead generation strategy, and your sales process. And then once you make that deposit, we have that session, and then you'll also join us for the first three sessions of the revenue accelerator. And if for whatever reason you don't close the sale, then that's it. That's the only investment you make is $500. I break we break the contract. You don't have to make any other investments or any other payments. But if you do make a sale, then you'll have three more payments of $2,334 that are due on September 29th, October 31st, and November the 30th. Okay. All right. So if you're interested in the accelerator, definitely reach out to me. You guys make sure that you join us back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for part 3 to closing your next six figures in 90 days. You guys, thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you on the other side of this live. Take care. Take care. Take care.